Kasey Kahne on the inside, Ryan Newman on the outside. Newman's won the Brickyard 400 before. Kasey Kahne has not. Coming into the Geico restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Can he clear him by turn one? Brad Keselowski all over the back bumper of Kasey Kahne as they go through one. Down the short chute into two. Kasey Kahne now with a 2-car length lead over Brad Keselowski. Fighting for position behind them. But the top two separating themselves early on this restart. Here comes the 48, battling back though into third.
Kasey Kahne has 17 Cup wins. He knows how to win these races. He hasn't won in a long time. Resort back in your brain to when you were winning these races.
Oh, into the wall, right in the front stretch. The 42 of Kyle Larson into the wall, and a caution comes out.
Trying to hold it up here.
Right in the middle of the front stretch, flames from underneath the hood.
Here, off up your stuff, you can get out.
Seemed having to get that hose unhooked before he can get out. That hose blows air to the helmet. He had to get it unhooked before he could get out of the race car. That thing will hold you in. If you don't first get that out, you'll never get out of that race car. Looks like he's limping just a little bit.
12th position was where Kyle Larson was running before he hit the wall. Now we'll have to look if somebody got into the back of him or if he was trying to take a position. See the fluid running out underneath the car.
Yeah, Ty Dillon with a big block, but Kyle Larson couldn't go on any lower. You put Kyle Larson in a position where he either was going to lift or wreck, and
there was a little contact with the 21 of Ryan Blaney as well as he was coming up the racetrack. So a lot of cleanup that still needs to be done on the track. There's parts to the 42 car.
And much like we saw with the 78, Rick, the 42 makes contact multiple times with the wall. Decent contact, not a huge impact. This one right here, though, actually might have been one of the bigger hits. And at that point, you see all the red sparks. Finally, it catches some sort of fluid on fire up underneath the hood, whether that's oil or fuel after knocking the line loose. As you said, he ran him so low. Jeff, do you think some of the speedy dry, as soon as we started to see the dust, it's like the 42 came around. I don't know if he lost traction or what that low in the front stretch.
I just think two cars running that hard and maybe just a little bit of contact between the two. It's Indy, 6 to go. Blocking for every position, but you know, Ty really low, trying to use that wall to his advantage, almost as a pick.
All of the debris being cleaned up on the racetrack. Still under a yellow flag condition. So the cars are rolling around the track. There are 5 laps remaining.
This restart is going to be as difficult or more difficult for the 5 of Kasey Kahne. He'll now have Brad Keselowski to his outside, Jimmy Johnson right behind him on the inside line.
It's a good view of it right there. Look, just looked like a little bit of contact just right before, and then Larson moved to the left, tried to correct the car, then the car went back to the right. But you're right, Steve. I think that this restart is going to be more difficult. Remember that the 31 of Ryan Newman, he had on older tires. So that was a huge advantage to Kasey Kahne. Certainly you could beat Ryan Newman through 1 and 2 with those old tires, but now it's going to be much difficult. Much more difficult.
That's Keith Rodden.
Not the caution you wanted to see. They had gotten out to about a 6 or 7 car length lead.
And so they're trying to clean up the fluid that was put down on the track.
You know, Keith Rodden, who we just showed think about, there's about
Kelly.
Kyle Larson out of the infield care center. He's been released all the way down into that inside wall. What happened?
I mean, I was inside all the way off 4, and he just kept running me down. And I mean, we're to the end. I'm not going to lift. And he just ran me down far enough where I had nowhere to go. And he actually, clipped his left rear, and then it got me loose probably down to the speedy dry, and I just came back across the track. So a ton of blocking today. Pretty aggressive, dirty blocking. I got blocked a few times. I saw other people blocking pretty aggressively. So pretty annoying, but oh well, I don't know. I was there the whole time on that one, so that one was pretty bad. But it's just Indy.
Thank you.
It'll be 2 to go.